Okay, guys. So IGN released their video 4 days ago. So I'm assuming they caught wind of, all of the videos coming out recently from all of us various creators talking about the hairstyle of, I guess, from what I've come to learn, was Killmonger. I did not know that Killmonger popularized the hairstyle. And frankly, when I first heard this from whatever creator I watched, I was like, I didn't even know that that hairstyle was that cool to them. Like, and what's crazy is I seen a comment, I think on this video when I scrolled down, that said, I have rarely ever seen someone in person with that hairstyle. And this is very true. I've rarely seen any black person with that hairstyle, with locks going over like the left to the side. I rarely see that. It's wild. It's actually wild. I've never seen anybody in person with that at all. Even when I had my own locks part straight down the middle, kind of, I call it the Leon style, where it's like, I like the kind of short here type lock. So I don't know. But this is IGN. Why are game devs obsessed with this hairstyle? Let's get it. So if you didn't already see my video, I'm going to link it down below as well, where I basically showed where I found 2 more instances of this happening in games. Funny enough, it happened to be in the customized, which is fine with that because it's a character customization creator, whatever. But at the same time, there could still be more hairstyles, Pal Worlds. And then the game that hasn't come out yet by Obsidian, that was Avowed, right in the trailer. Like, they showcased it right in the trailer, man, and it was funny, just funny. In the description they have, the Killmonger haircut in video games needs to end. Since Black Panther's movie release in 2018, video game developers seemingly fell in love with Killmonger's hairstyle, so much that it has been overused in black characters in video games ever since, from Miles Morales in Spider-Man 2, Eddie Gordo, yeah, the Tekken 8, the new one, that was a shock. Sargon and Prince of Persia, which I actually like that one. I said it in the video. Phoenix in Valorant, and the list goes on. And yeah. So Akeem goes in depth. I started to look up because I'm pretty sure this is Akeem over here in the Bears hat. I'm blocking his face, but let's watch.
A Metroidvania that costs $50, which feels like something from 20 or 30 years ago, but it also has a demo, which also feels like something from 20 to 30 years ago. So I'm happy they did that.
There's something else though that we're neglecting to mention that might turn off a lot of players, and that's the aesthetic of the main character. That whack ass haircut that the man has. I mean, have we seen this, right?
So I wouldn't say it's whack, but I'd say it's overused.
No, it is whack in the video game world. It is whack. IRL, it's okay for you to be rocking that, but I'm talking about in video game content.
I super agree with him. Like, in real life, if you're rocking this, that it looks cool. Like, it looks hard because there's a way that your hair falls. You can even kind of see in some of the pictures I've had where I've had the locks pushed back. It's like your hair isn't, it almost seems too, I don't know, it seems too up. Like, if you have locks and they get long, they are some weight. They lay down. So it's like the hairstyle's done a little bit odd to me. But yeah, if you're rocking it in person, it's fire. Like, locks take a long time to grow. But when you think about a video game where they're designing the hairstyle, it's like, yo, if they would have went for the locks like to the side, like the ones that I had on this character, would have looked sick. But when you think about a game, they're designing the hairstyle. So it's like over and over, even with Avowed that's not even out yet, they're still using the hairstyle. Like, I'll give Pal Worlds a pass, I guess. But Avowed's gonna have a character customizer too. I don't know if it's in Baldur's Gate. I don't remember seeing it. I don't think it is. But they're picking this, so it's weird. And I still don't understand why it's from Killmonger specifically.
Context, it's whack. I'm tired of it. y'all gonna have to let me cook because these game devs need to learn a lesson. And I got a couple of words that I need to share with them. So like Black Panther, that movie was released back in 2018. 2018, of course, was when the world was introduced to the Killmonger hairstyle made famous by Michael B. Jordan. And since then, these game devs,
Michael B. Jordan and Chadwick Boseman. I mean, damn.
I don't know. They just got to like in their minds that everybody wants.
I'm being nitpicky.
To be like Mike. Like Mike, if I could be like Mike, I was like Mike when I had that hairstyle back in 2018. I don't want to be like Mike no more. I want to be like Akeem. I'm tired of this. You see this movie. You see this movie, and then you want to emulate it. I don't know why. The Prince of Persia game. He's got the Killmonger haircut. In one of my favorite first-person tactical shooters, Valorant, Phoenix. That character is rocking the Killmonger joint. And then my personal favorite game of last year, Spider-Man 2. They slapped the haircut on my man Miles.
Miles is, I'm sorry, like 100%. Miles's design was like, he should have just kept like his hair short or waves or something like this. Like, because I'm growing waves right now, so it's like either they should have done waves and just kept his hair short. Like, you know, they didn't have to show age with that specific hairstyle. Like, and I don't know if they think Killmonger is sort of this icon for, like, you know, from what I can remember, Killmonger's whole shtick was that he was all for Wakanda, right? Or some shit like that. Like, he was 100%, they stole our artifacts and da-da-da-da. And it's like, even if that movie was corny to me too, though. Like, I'm not even, probably going to be a hot take for y'all because there was a bunch of symbolism in it that I did not miss that they were trying to show that I don't know if other people caught what they were doing. But yeah, yeah, let's just say that. Let's keep it there because let's not rant about Black Panther. But yeah, the Be Like Mike thing, I don't know what that comes from. Is it Mike like the best, like Michael Jordan? Because I didn't really grow up like in sports and the same thing like that, and I never grew up saying I want to be like Mike, so I can't relate to that. But he, for certain, I don't think the hairstyle is bad on Phoenix either. It's just, it has to be done in a way, you know? But when it's a character that you're going to showcase, that's when it's just 100% like you can see them all getting inspiration off each other to just.
Why they do that? They butchered my boy. And in the upcoming DLC, the first DLC coming to Tekken 8, Eddie Gordo, that character has the same haircut. Now, I got one question to ask you. Eddie, are you okay? Can you tell us that you're okay? Because the looks of your haircut, they butchered you with them dreadlocks, Eddie. And I don't mean to turn this into like a Michael Jackson parody song, but I'm just tired of seeing this damn hairstyle made famous by the other Michael permeating through some of my favorite video games. And I guess honestly, to tell you the truth, I'm just like disappointed because as a black man, you know, that has gone through several hair transformations just in my appearances here on camera at IGN. That alone should showcase the varied hairstyles that we're able to achieve. And
he is spitting. Wow, damn. Same with my channel, man. I went from high top, little mini, I think I had a little mini afro. I'm doing something different now, but I'm not gonna spoil it. But yeah, damn, he's telling the truth, man. That honestly, what he's about to say, honestly, I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna make a bold claim right here. You guys know me, I usually stand in the middle, try to be optimistic, but I'm gonna make a hard stand on business claim that this is purely to the fact that they don't care. Either they're not in touch or they don't care. Because I mean, it's just clearly like being ignorant to think that we don't have a multitude of hairstyles. Not to mention, every time that I see braids in a game, braids, cornrows, or whatever, you guys have seen me on this channel with braids. They do them so bad, bro. All these fuzzy, weird, like extremely thick, like, no, there's different thicknesses and stuff to locks. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's the sheer amount of effort that they would have to put in the hairstyle. I'm not sure, but There's barrel twisted locks. Have you guys seen barrel twisted locks? I've never seen a game, I don't think, at least not to my knowledge that I'm aware of, that exists where they have done barrel twisted locks backwards. I actually barrel twisted locked my bro that I live with's locks. So like, and I feel like putting barrel twist would be easy. You really have to make the back. They did Saint in Rogue Company really good. His locks are fire. But, you know, other games are not taking the inspiration from that. I don't know how, bro. Lucio from Overwatch is kind of cool, but yeah, he has his own stylization going on. So they're a little bit thick for me, but his pause. Nah, but yeah.
Honestly, while, you know, the Killmonger dreads, you know, they were once the new hotness, they're not the only hotness. Like, we got.
I don't even remember that. Do you know what's funny with that? I don't remember that. That's why my mind didn't click to Killmonger is the one that popularized this. I don't remember that. I don't even agree with that in my reality. I must be from a different timeline because I must be getting Mandela, because I did not know he popularized any hairstyle. After that movie was done, it was done. I heard everybody wanting to be Killmonger and Black Panther. Like in Halloween, it was going to take off and all that. But yeah.
Cornrows, afro fades, longer dreads in which you can style in various ways, baby locks, finger waves, flat tops, short tops, mop tops. Y'all, all the tops. Now, we need to tell the game developers to stop.
They both really thought bald was funny. It's already in games. That was so corny.
And just consult people with a little bit more melanin in their skin.
Call Akeem.
On different hairstyles. Yes, call me.
Just, you know, look online.
1-800-IGN. I don't know what
that too. Just look online.
The number is. Do we have a number?
FaceTime. I don't think it's 1-800-IGN. I think you need like five or six more numbers there.
But they'll figure it out. Just call me. Seriously. Because, I mean, honestly, it's infuriating to see this one style, you know, throughout the industry when we're looking at these games. Like, and I know there was a lot of kerfuffle online when Eddie.
Bro, is he on the left trying not to laugh, or is that just his face? Nah, I mean, they're joyous. They look like two joyous dudes. But like, still, dude. Yeah, like, honestly, game devs, if you're watching this too, just cook cook up, man. Cook up. Our hair can do a lot of cool stuff. We also have long and really long curly hair that's like that lays down. I think a good example to look at is Lotus Asakura. His hairstyle is like one of the cleanest to me, and that would be such a sick thing to put on a character.
He was revealed in, you know, Beta DLC in Tekken 8. Someone actually, you know, tagged me and Blessing to comment on this, because it's like, we're tired of this hairstyle. We have more options, you know, up top. And I just named a bunch of them.
It's like how before this hairstyle, we black characters, you had a bald fade, a oversized fro, or cornrows. That was it.
Yeah.
And like, it was like, I don't know what game developer went to all these studios and be like, cornrows is the main black hairstyle. Like,
that is too. It was overdone, but it's done in such a whack way. They do. Okay, so this is the thing too. There's different variations of it. There's fades on the side and cornrows back. Cornrows, braids, whatever. Cornrows are just like minier braids to me. But there's the full mohawk ones, and then there's the ones that go back that you can put into a bun. I've had that hairstyle. There's so many ones. And the thing about getting cornrows or braids is that they look neat. Like, they look neat when you first get them. So you don't have to do this thing where you're already like distressing the hair, I guess I would say, in a way, from the character creator. Just make the cornrows small. They make like these big blocky, and that would be such a whack, like that's like such a whack job of doing the hair, unless your hair is that poofy and like you're trying to do cornrows, so like the rows are super thick. But even with that, I'm pretty sure they hold to your head still tight. It really depends on who's doing your hair, but they're not these thick, messy, frayed hair. Like, no, not at first. When you first get your braids done or cornrows done. But like, I know that I would not have to explain this to someone who Akeem is saying is melanated. You should at least know this.
There's so many different nuanced versions of hairstyles for Black characters to have, and it's just really sad that, you know, they all leap to one and then it's like, oh, they did it, let's do that too. And it's like, I get some of it is technology that's shared. Once you get the physics working, hair is nefariously hard to work in games for the most part.
I know that. Yep. So, and that's also why I say just stick. There are so many different braid styles that they could stick to. I said Flintlock's got amazing style coming for the character. I think it's fire. One of my favorites. People might not like it, but I think it's one of the best ones done. It's just me.
But
I can actually, I'm gonna actually show you guys real quick. Wow, now this is just disrespect. Looks like a slower, forspoken. Stop, bro. The character in Siege of Dawn is beautiful. Don't start hating on this game, bro. Y'all got it twisted, dude. Did y'all see Forspoken? Bro, stop. And I'm not even saying this because like I have the environmental designist that follows me. It's just like, no. Slower Forspoken, bro. I don't know who made that blog post or whatever, but as you see, the hairstyle has a bunch of like adornments and stuff in the hair, and yeah, I have literally done this style. I've literally done this style. That the picture won't render, but yeah, I've done that. And also like I don't even need to explain this. It's just like
if you're putting all this time in to make
like hair like that would be simpler to do. I assume to a developer. I'm not a developer.
All these, you know, other characters' hair work with, you know, there's a lot of women character that have really long hair and it's the physics on it are amazing. You could put that time in for Black characters' hair as well.
Yes.
You know?
100%.
So like it's just one of those things, and like, yes, like Akeem says, you know, that got hot in 2018. And you know, we know that it takes some time for things to go through game development. Like we said earlier in the show, it takes 5, 6, 7 years for a game to get made. So like we're now seeing this, but I'm hoping that like
no, okay, yeah, it takes 5, 6 years for a game to get developed. True, right? But I want to say this though. Okay, well now, if we see any of the hairstyles coming now, then that shows you that they're out of touch then. They're not tapping into what is being said. So hopefully everyone that has made a video on this, bringing it to attention, will stop this for indie game developers and AAA alike. Indie game devs, y'all are cool in my book. I always say you guys are the ones to save the industry. And yeah, so, you know, but AAA, I don't know. Like whatever comes, I don't know. But listen to us now. We're saying it. We don't like the hairstyle. It's more just corny in games. It's cool in real life if you manage to grow your hair like that. But in a game where it's designed, it's like, stop.
Means in the next
and it looks so messy and avowed, bro.
year or two, we're gonna start to see other hairstyles.
Yeah, it's like crazy,
there's always those trends. Like there was a period, like I don't know what, 10 years ago, where like every video game dude just looked like Brian, where it was just like a bald, angry white dude.
Yep.
He always have his like, chin down on the box, or he'd be turned away. He'd be so cross, he'd be in the corner, be like, I don't even want to look at you.
I think that was game developers being like, Jada's right. Making hair is really hard. Just buzz it, and we don't animate it. There's no wind effect. There's no nothing.
No wind.
You know, we just have to do some reflections on it, and then you
just do hats. Just a game where no one has hair, just hats all over the place.
Akeem,
the Prince of Persia needs to find his crown so he can cover up his whack hairstyle with the crown.
The Division Morales one's especially kind of egregious because it's like to have a asymmetrical haircut that's that top heavy and then put a mask over it. Like you feel like you would have a bulge just on one side. You know,
exactly.
Like
it's and then later on.
Why'd they think that was a good idea, bro?
That game, he does design like a mask that kind of just has his hair out. And I'm like, he looks like he's the only one in New York with that hairstyle. I didn't see any NPCs rocking that. So it's like, dude, are you are you Spider-Man? No, I'm not. I don't know what you're talking about with that hairstyle on your head. I mean, the thing with Insomniac though, they can kind of explain it away because this is like the Marvel universe. So he could just say like, hey, yo, I saw Killmonger do it. But how do you explain this in Tekken? How do you explain that hairstyle in Prince of Persia?
Tekken's bad. Tekken's a bad one because like Lotus Asakura, I agree with what he said. People kind of sacredly keep their locks, or it's more deep for certain people, right? It was deep for me, but I still cut them because I always treat my hair and like everything as phases or chapters in my life. I talk about this, but locks are, if you can, the word lock, you can imagine that while you're growing your hair, you're gathering memories, right? So it's almost like as you grow locks, you're locking those memories in. That's at least my interpretation of what locks felt for me and the deeper meaning for other people. Extension of your life force, whatever, you know. Going back to what he said about you could explain it away for certain people, but Eddie also knows. I think it's like capoeira or capoeira, something like that, and he like even like capoeira is freaking like a sacred martial art, bro. I'm like trying to find a place to learn that where it's like there's history behind the move. So it's just weird, like a character like that. I don't know if he cares that much. I don't know the lore behind Eddie. Would cut long ass locks. I don't know, bro. He was stylish. I don't know, bro.
It really frustrates me with Tekken too because that's
I don't mean to get so upset about this, by the way. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. You're
I'm
good.
getting worked up about hair.
Like that's never been Eddie Gordo's hairstyles.
Oh, he was getting worked up? I guess so. I don't know. I'm not that worked up about it. I just think it's corny.
Somebody who's mained Eddie Gordo for so many years through multiple Tekkens, like he's had different hairstyles, and like I get they're trying to modernize it and it's a different time period for this Tekken, but like come on, man. Just like you had a chance. You had such a good chance to do something different.
I will say that in my late 20s, when I started seeing a doctor about my hair loss, he was like, one of the leading factors is stress. So I will say, I'm glad you're fired up about this, but be careful. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to split hairs about this and lose hair.
There it is.
I can't afford to, you know.
They kept it lighthearted. What I will say is, I don't really even care that much. It's like, okay, they're probably going to keep doing it, whatever. I don't know. But the Tekken case is weird because it's like, oh, well, like games are in development for mad years. But okay, so let's look at this. Hang on. I know people say I type fast. Yes. I type like 110 words per minute. Wait, I said when did it start development? What? Hang on, guys. Okay, I'm gonna say Tekken 8. I can't find a definitive answer. Tekken 8, it said the first showings were at EVO 2022. So I'll give them a 2-year grace period as well. It dropped in like just a month ago. Or I think it drop at the end of January? Let me see, where is it right here? January 26th. So let's go back. 2024, 2023, 2022. This is when it was shown at EVO. 2021, 2020. Let's say that. If that started development there, then they don't have an excuse. You see what I'm saying? You can say that games are in development for a long time, so they catch on to the trends, and they're slower to catch on to the gaming industry. Also, isn't Tekken made by like a Eastern game development company? So I guess so, man. I don't know. Well, everyone's heard it now. We've made a loud enough thing about it. I only wanted to talk about it because I laughed, thought it was funny, and the hairstyle, I like it at times. It is corny in some games, but yeah. So yeah, and yeah, Akeem probably does not want to stress, or he's gonna lose his hair. But To be honest, I don't know. Yeah. Someone said weird that he's so against all of it when he was defending it so vehemently. I've seen this word before. Hang on, this comment caught my attention. Some people use strong words. The last time dude on the middle right brought it up during the Spider-Man 2 launch. The middle right? They're in fours. You're gonna use a word like vehemently. I don't know. I don't use that word a lot. And he's gonna say middle right. So middle right? Which one? They're both on the middle right. The middle right would be right here. Oh, comment sometimes. Just say the first, second, third, and fourth position, dude. Anyways, I'm gonna stay out the comments because people even sharing their feelings that they like the hairstyle, they're like instantly attacked by it's extremely overused. My whole stance on it is overused for sure. Is it not fire? It's not fire depending on who the character is and depending on who the developer is making it. Like I showed in Avowed, it is not fire. That shit is messy, disgusting. It looks like, why the puffy sides? And then no, that's not even a fantasy setting. It's just weird. Like, take a knife back in those fantasy settings and carve off the side, fade the sides. They didn't even do that. Avowed, no. Now, when it comes to Phoenix, I like Phoenix from Valorant. I really love this hairstyle because the dyed tips at least gives a twist. It's fire because he's Phoenix, but that's where I stand on it. I'm not losing sleep over the hairstyle. I don't really even give a, like, I don't give a shit where it's like, I have to vehemently, how do you say this? It is vehemently, yeah, and forceful passion. That is such a strong word. Yeah, I don't vehemently feel like on this, but I started laughing when I started realizing, holy shit, these devs are actually doing this, but I wasn't paying attention enough to care. And you can go catch me in my videos. I said this hairstyle is cool in the, especially in the Prince of Persia one. I like it. I don't know, but that's me. Get mad at me in the comments. That's okay. We're going to see y'all in the next one. Much love and Moonlight. Peace.